Right. This is kind of interesting, and I'm going to take this just before we go back to speaking wind. I've been getting a lot of email and faxes about, have you seen that thing in the sky tonight? And now I've got a caller saying that. It's what you said. Have you seen that thing in the sky? Right, caller? What are you talking about anyway?
All right. I walked home from work tonight, 2 o'clock.
Well, wait a minute. Where are you?
Logan, Utah.
Logan, Utah. Okay. And what are you seeing?
It looks like a comet tail, extending from the horizon almost to a vertical straight up from where we are.
Really? Is
north
it
by northeast.
Okay. Is it there now?
It was 10 minutes ago.
Is it now?
I don't know. I'm in the basement right now.
Oh, but in other words, when you came in the house to go call, it was still there.
Yeah. Earlier, it had a head on it that was much brighter than the tail, the rest of the whatever it is.
Gotcha.
In addition to that, there looked like shooting stars coming off. It says you were looking up to it. To the
all right,
side.
I'll tell you what, now that you've said that, a gazillion people will go outside and look, so if there's something to it, you have given us good warning. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care, and we'll see if anything comes of that. Speaking Wind, welcome back.
Thank you, Art.
Do you have any comments while we're at it on the whole ufology business and all these things like that man talked about that are being seen in our skies?
Oh, Art, they've been seen from time beginning. As a matter of fact, our seed was brought to this planet from the last one. And toward the ending of the fourth world, they all come back. They all come back. And we remember them. And they remember us.
Huh.
You'll be seeing more and more traces of this happening. But it's not to frighten you. They don't come for that reason. They come as observers to see how we'll fare. And
well,
they will also walk with us too.
I can just tell you this, from MUFON directors in Georgia to Peter Davenport, who runs the UFO Reporting Center in Seattle, to all the other people I talk to, they're all saying the same thing. These sightings are all drastically, suddenly on the increase.
Oh, of course.
No surprise for you, I guess, huh?
No. As a matter of fact, you know, Art, more people encounter, and they're only our relations. That's all they are. And when you look at it in that regard, then it's like meeting your brother, sister, aunt, uncle, cousin, grandparents, whatever. There's a commonality. But if you remember, if you ever come across some of the old chronicles in history, whenever change came about that changed the scientific proven fact of the day, it was embraced with the same fear concept. Oh no, the world cannot be round. This is ridiculous because I can see that it's flat right over the horizon. Or you are definitely a spawn of Satan.
I know.
If you believe the Earth revolves around the sun, how silly that is. We are the center, or I am the center of the universe. Change is inevitable, and as long as we're willing to embrace it for that, then it's fine. But so many times we look at change as something that we cannot explain, and all of a sudden it becomes the enemy, and we don't hurt the change, we don't alter the change, we don't stop the change. What we do hurt is ourselves. We usually bang ourselves on the knee, scrape ourselves on the hand, or whatever. But the inevitable is going to happen. It's always happened, regardless of how much we went kicking and screaming down the hallowed halls of misperceived history.
Exactly right. Wildcard line, you're on the air. Good morning. Speaking Wind and Nose Buckets are with you. Where are you, please?
I'm in Santa Rosa.
Santa Rosa, okay. Extinguish your radio as a first item, if you would please.
I would like to tell you about an experience that I had in 1972. I was lying across my bed when all of a sudden I felt this tremendous magnetic pull. It was so traumatic that it pulled me from my physical body. And then I seemed to be traveling. Instead, I went down into the earth, straight down into the earth at tremendous speed. And there seemed to be someone with me, and I felt a hand at my back, and he kept consoling me and telling me there was nothing to be afraid of. Soon we were at the center of the earth, and it was nothing but a hollowness of a globe. And as far as I could see, there was hollowness. I was led out into the center of this globe in a light that was shining down. We went down through this light, and then we came out on the side of a mountain somewhere in Mexico or Central America, because of the types of homes and villages that we seemed to pass over at a tremendous rate of speed.
Wow.
We finally came to this lake, and I looked down, and on the lake were 8 UFOs, and they were beside every 2 UFOs. There seemed to be a small building, like either making repairs or using it to draw water from this lake. And then I heard a woman's voice. She said, "June, can you hear me?" And I turned around, and I saw this woman all in white floating there in the air. And she said, "Until you escape from the world of godliness, will you discover the real truth?"
Well, I don't know. I don't know about all of that. Until you escape from the world of godliness, she said she was dragged down, bad direction to start with, and until you escape from the world of godliness. Speaking when, comments?
I know that a lot of times the people that I've encountered in life have had similar experiences. And what that does is, I'll just caveat it real quickly, it takes one in to their own selves, into within themselves, and shows them, is there anything that I have understood in life, basically? And they're always given a clue on how to fill up the void within themselves. And it usually occurs when there has been a loss or there is a worry about someone very close. These voices that they hear are very important, but they're very important to them, and it shows them a direction to go. But they are valid.
They are valid.
Yeah.
Okay. East of the Rockies, you're on the air with Speaking Wind. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi there. Where
in Nashville, Tennessee, listening on WWTN.
The 100,000 watt monster. Yes, sir.
That's me. I would like to direct this question to Speaking Wind from a Native American standpoint. I was amazed, simply amazed, to find out that he was involved with a relative named Two Bears, as this was a name that was given me in a sweat, and never had I heard it before. I would like to hear his comments on any connection spiritually, or perhaps a meaning, and I'll sit back and listen for the answer.
All right.
Okay, the name Two Bear usually comes to those who are caught in a dilemma of some kind. First of all, the home of Bear in the West is where one goes to take in all the events that have come into their life and sort through them. Like the bear goes into hibernation, we go into hibernation. Solitude, we look at the things that have been affecting us. Is that for us, and is that not for us? It's the ability of being able to let go of the things that are not for us, and then to better understand the things that are. The Two Bear is the ability that one has to walk with one foot on the spiritual side of life and one foot on the physical side, and to maintain the balance.
Remarkable. All right.